This week on the Wildcat Report, Mandy Clark covers Millard West's masquerade theme prom. Spencer Brett provides an update on the latest scores from this week's game on Sports Corner. RJ Wade and Carlo Pelacani have a report on seatbelt safety. And Taylor Fischetto and Dana Huard cover exactly why Scooter's Coffee House is popular among the students of Millard West.
Hi, I'm Faith Cain.
And I'm Kylie Widseth, the Wildcat Report. This week during lunch, fruit pizza will be available at the market station, and this pizza was created by the Millard West culinary students.
Another hot spot for students is Scooters right down the street. We head to the report by Taylor Fischetto and Dana Huard on the franchise of Scooters.
I actually got Starbucks on Friday.
Millard West students are on a coffee craze. You can't come to school without seeing a coffee cup in someone's hand. Some students buy their caffeinated drinks every once in a while, but others buy it every day.
Well, I always see groups of girls walking around with their Scooters coffees, and I think it's kind of funny because I've never been to either of them and I don't get what all the hype's about.
Blended drinks, lattes, and smoothies are all popular choices among the West student body. But to some students, it matters whether the coffee is from Scooters or Starbucks.
I like Starbucks better because I like their coffee more.
I hear about Scooters more often. I see it more, but I don't know.
Since both coffee locations are so close to the school and the prices are about the same, students pick their favorites based on what's on the menu.
I like both, but I'd probably choose Scooters because they have really good smoothies there.
Like, Scooter's smoothies are good, but I like Starbucks way better. And I like their seasonal stuff too, because they have like pumpkin spice lattes, or they would have like peppermint mochas, and I always get like their seasonal stuff all the time.
Coffee drinks continue to be a popular choice for Millard West teens, but we may never know who will win the caffeinated battle between Starbucks and Scooters. This has been Taylor Fischetto and Dana Huard with the Wildcat Report. Thanks for watching.
Hey, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Key Club will be hosting the Millard West Dodgeball Tournament on Friday, April 25th in Wildcat 1 at 5:30.
As spring sports are reaching their end, Spencer Brett and Meghan Kocovsky have an update.
Hello Wildcats, this is a quick recap of our most recent sports from this past week. In boys soccer, number 1 Creighton Prep beat Bellevue West 9-0. Number 3 Lincoln Southwest beat number 4 Westside 4-3. And number 8 Millard West beat Omaha Central 3-1, but number 7 Lincoln Southeast lost to Fremont 2-1. In girls soccer, number 3 Lincoln Southwest beat Omaha Westside 1-0. But there was an upset over number 1 Omaha Marion, where number 2 Millard North beat them 2-1. Number 4 Lincoln Southeast beat Fremont 9-0, and number 6 Millard West beat Bellevue West 2-0. In boys baseball, number 1 Creighton Prep beat Papillion La Vista 10-4. Number 2 Westside beat Bryan 12-1. Number 3 Millard West beat Papillion La Vista South 10-0, and Grand Island beat Lincoln North Star 12-6. Girls tennis had a match against Millard North last week. In the doubles matches, Marissa Calabro and Alyssa Cohan won 8-5, and Rachel Colross and Twisa Sabloke won 8-3. In singles, Rushika Kott won 9-8 and Sierra Foley won 8-3. This has been Spencer Brett with the Wildcat Sports Corner. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
With only a few more weeks left of the teacher contest, it's anyone's game.
And make sure to send your guesses to Miss Lucart. Here are this week's teachers.
And when there's nowhere else to run, is there room for one more sun? It's changing, ain't changing me, the cold-hearted boy I used to be.
As this year draws to a close, there are some important dates coming up for seniors. On May 6th, it's Seniors Honors Night. On May 7th, caps and gowns are available for pickup.
Also, don't forget to buckle up for safety. Over 3 million people don't wear their seatbelts. This is why we head over to report by RJ Wade and Carlo Pelacani on seatbelt safety.
Seatbelts are very important. You need to rely more on it than an airbag.
Just 3 years ago, over half of the teenage drivers who were killed in car accidents were not wearing a seatbelt. Teenagers and high school students have the lowest rate of seatbelt usage of any group. Why is this? It could be as simple as laziness, peer pressure, or even misinformation.
Pretty much every head-on collision that's over 20, 30 mile an hour, seatbelts are integrated into the airbag systems now. So this is the first line of defense, and the seatbelt actually tightens before the airbag goes off.
Well, I know, for example, the vehicle that's parked out the front main entrance right now was involved in a fatal collision in the two teenage passengers. And that vehicle actually survived, where the other two, in a side collision, both died because they, in fact, were not wearing seatbelts.
83% of Millard West students do in fact wear their seatbelt. Tyler Brzezina, an AP physics teacher, shows us some reasons why wearing a seatbelt is very important.
First off, let's look at a car which would drive at, say, a typical 35 miles per hour driving this way. Now maybe something happens along the way. We'll soon not be moving 35. Here's the front end of your car. Here's what's left of your car. The front looks something like this. And here you are, but you're not belted in. The car stops, but you, not being belted in, will continue to move forward. As you travel out of the windshield, something like this probably would have an expression of, uh-oh. And here we go around something like that. There is your feet. And you will continue moving forward at 35 miles per hour while the car is at 0. Now, you will continue at 35 miles an hour until you hit something that is not moving, such as this tree. It actually belt you into the car. Instead of this, which would be bad, you would be still inside of here. It would be a very unpleasant experience, yet mess up your hair. But by being belted in, you do whatever your car does. If your car stops, you stop, and you stay within the car. And that's nice.
The current statistics for crash-related fatalities in Nebraska shows that about 75% of the fatalities, or a great number of those, are actually ejections.
I was going straight, and out of nowhere my car just started fishtailing, and then I tried to turn the wheel, and I overcorrected it, and it just went off the road. And yes, I was wearing my seatbelt.
We had an accident at the corner here that somebody turned in front of somebody else, and if you didn't have a seatbelt on, you probably would have went through the windshield. It
is against the law to wear a seatbelt and very hazardous to your own health. Do not become another statistic, and make sure you buckle up every time you're in the car. This has been RJ Wade with the Wildcat Report.
Tickets are now available for $8 for the Spring Play MASH. Performances are May 1st through the 4th.
A couple of weeks ago, hundreds of students gathered in the CenturyLink Center for the Midnight Masquerade Prom. Now we go to report about prom with Mandy Clark.
This year for prom we had the Midnight Masquerade theme. While many crowded through the door, others had refreshments or relaxed on the couch texting their friends. But all hit the dance floor at one point. Still, many were let down by the theme.
Actually follow through with it, I guess. I don't know. Actually let us wear masks, maybe if you did the masquerade thing. I have no idea.
We had students ask, and they could have the masks that were included on a stick that you could just hold up to your face, but we just couldn't have the permanently affixed head coverings or Halloween masks that we couldn't identify who the student was underneath.
Kind of bogus since you didn't actually get to wear masks. It's basically just not even a theme if you can't actually go with what the theme had. That's all I really had from it.
The theme was disappointing. It was a really cool idea, but they couldn't go through with it because we couldn't really wear masks and I don't know. I thought a masquerade would have been really cool.
Regardless, the king and queen were both crowned and masked. Prom prince was Mason Messerly, and the princess was Emily Pugh. Prom queen was Beth Hamilton, and prom king was Sam Manthey.
We have great proms here. I think our kids had a great time, had a lot of fun, and numbers were, I think, record-breaking this year.
This has been Mandy Clark on the Wildcat Report. Back to you, Kylie and Faith.
That's all we have for you this week, Wildcats. This has been Kylie Widseth
and Faith Cain with the Wildcat Report. See you next week.